Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you guys see me? No. Okay, I'm going to have to apologize immediately because I am not savvy at going live, guys, but I've got to address some things in the room. And we're going to start that at 11 o'clock. But before that, what I really wanted to do is I wanted to kind of give a shout out to some people who have really helped me with a lot of stuff, man. And there's too many of you guys to name off, man, because without you guys, none of this would ever happen. Woo! Makes that one a little strong. Okay. Guys, I want you to check something out. I'm going to try to figure this thing out on how to do some like screen sharing and shit. I'm in my garage and it's so ugly. And so I tried to put up the fake background. You know, I don't like much fake, but you know, I mean, plus I want that subliminal messaging in your head. If you haven't been to the Tubi yet and watched our film for free, then, you know, I just kind of want to drop a shameless subtle plug for it. But there's a guy in Atlanta by the name of Croissant. He is off the chain. And if I can figure out how to do some screen sharing here, I want to watch a couple videos, couple music videos, man, for some artists that you've probably never seen. And I think we're going to start with my boy Croissant. Right here. Hopefully you can see his video. It is off the chain. Can you guys see the video?
Yo, this song better blow the fuck up. I'ma kill now. No for real. I. Shout out to my ops, bitch, they dead. Got your girl on her knees. Give me head. I ain't even pull the trigger. No, bitch, they scared. I don't give no fucks about these pussies. I don't care. Shout out to my ops. Why? Bitch, they dead. Got your girl on her knees. Give me head. I ain't even pull the trigger. No, bitch, they scared. I don't give no fucks about these pussies. I don't care. Hey, 17 in the hood, loading up my high note. Got my green black, my pocket like a dino. Tapping all these pussies like a downtown gyno. Praying to the devil, I murdered the Bible. Motherfuckers dragging at the ankle for the title. Better watch your back, cause you know I'm homicidal. Not afraid of death, through the bullets to the final. Gonna set your chain while you eating that rifle. Raised in the trap, because I'm a disciple. Never had a bag, all I focus on survival. Keep them eyes low when I'm making my arrival. I don't give a fuck about a blood or cycle. You can get a knife in your back like a Michael. Coming for the neck, cause I'm going for the vitals. Always on the move, always revving, never idle. Share this fucking song so we can't go viral. No, for real, share this fucking song before I go back to jail. Like, fuck. I can't do anything else. All I can do is rap and fucking trap. That's it. Like, do you see my fucking face? Fuck! Shout out to my ops, bitch, they dead. Got your girl on her knees. Give me head. I ain't even pull the trigger. No, bitch, they scared. I don't give no fucks about these pussies. I don't care. Shout out to my ops. Why? Bitch, they dead. Got your girl on her knees. Give me head. I ain't even pull the trigger. No, bitch, they scared. I don't give no fucks about these pussies. I don't care. Hey.
You guys, that's my boy Croissant, man, and I dropped his YouTube link in the comments. If you're digging it, man, go holler at him. Tell him Clowny sent you. You know, he's an awesome dude. As you can see, he puts a lot into his productions. He tours all over the world. You know, he's just another brother out here trying to make it. Now, listen, it's going to be a genre shift here, okay? Because I want to show you somebody else that's done a lot for Clowny over the years. It's a totally different genre of music here, but I want to introduce you to Fee. Okay, Fee. This damn thing, man. I am not tech savvy. This is why I need help with this kind of shit, man. Fee is off the chain, man. Hey, Judy, Anne Marie, Honey Bunch, Trash Panda, Tater Totties. There's too many to name. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not good at this stuff. But let's take a look at Fee. Okay. She is also very unique with her gig and what she does. She was out in LA for a while. Now she's in Denver. And let's show her some love, man. Hopefully we can hear it.
These lights are bright, this contrary to the way we live on our side. What am I doing in this skin? I think these walls are closing in. What am I doing in this place? Nothing can get me down. I got a life to live, I'm gonna live it right now. Nothing's gonna bring me down, I'll tear this scene apart. I'm all about this game I'm transferred into. Nothing's gonna bring me down, I'm gonna win it now.
You guys, I'm dropping her link.
It's a parallel dimension, just like ours but different. Every corner case in you, always been drawn to its insatiable grit. A lure like nothing else. I've got a life to live, I'm gonna live it right now. Nothing's gonna bring me down, I'll tear this place apart. I'm all about this game I'm transferred into. Nothing's gonna bring me down, I'm gonna win it now. These lights shine bright with a dim glimmer of hope, enveloped by your despair. Different people, places, loves, thinking methods of fun. This energy so intense. I've got a life to live, I'm gonna live it right now. Nothing's gonna bring me down, I'll tear this scene apart. I'm all about this game I'm transferred into. Nothing's gonna bring me down, I'm gonna win it now. I have so much on my side. I'm about to thrive. My body is fit without enhancements. I'm free. I'm smart. I'll integrate. Nothing is gonna bring me down.
Man, you guys, I dropped the link in there for Fee. She's awesome, man. She's been helping me with stuff for years, man, doing some stuff. And she's just somebody that really has a ton of talent, just like Croissant, totally different vibe. I got one more that's a local band where I'm at here in Jacksonville, Florida. There's not a video, but this is like old school, man, old school punk genre. It's River City Sound System. I don't know, man. They're just pretty cool. I'll drop their stuff too, and hope that we can support and show these guys some love too. Been talking to them about possibly doing some hyping for them, you know, up on the stage, trying to do the damn thing. Ronald knows what's up in the chat. You guys, I got this, and then one more video that's never been seen. That's one of mine. It's previously unreleased. I'm gonna show this song. It's not a video. It's just a song, but it's cool, man. If you liked old school punk, that's kind of a dead thing. I think it's arguable, I guess, but these guys kind of knock it out of the park as far as old defiant type of push, man. So this is River City Sound System. The name of the song is My Life.
This world wasn't meant for me. Mine was built on hustling and for running these streets. And there's something you can take from me. Well, I'm a street ball professor with a streetwide degree. And now you see where I'm coming from. Gangsta warlord, I'm a punk rocker. Running these streets till I can't no more. We're not playing no games, we're not keeping score. That's what it's like when the streets alive. Balls coming out, keep your kids inside. Don't let them out, I'll be out all night. We don't really care if you live or die. That's what it's like when the streets alive. Balls coming out, keep your kids inside. Don't let them out, we'll be out all night. We don't really care if you live or die. Give me the money, give me the booze, give me the smokes, a lot of tickets too. This is a stick up zone, nobody moving right here in this place, nothing I'd rather do. In my life, it's an alleyway. It's nice and dark where you could be afraid. And you could see me any time of day when I'll teach you how to rock and roll. That's what it's like when the streets alive. Balls coming out, keep your kids inside. Don't let them out, I'll be out all night. We don't really care if you live or die. That's what it's like when the streets alive. Balls coming out, keep your kids inside. Don't let them out, I'll be out all night. We don't really care if you live or die.
You guys, man, I appreciate y'all listening to this. I just dig them, man. Even the art, bro, look at it. It's just defiant, you know. It's a guy living his life, man. He's drinking, he's smoking. He's got his hand up to the system, to the establishment. You know, wasn't that what punk was all about? And then the pop era of punk came around and, yeah, all kind of died off. I'm going to show one more, and this is a parody that I did. This is actually for a film that has not been released yet. It's coming, so it'll be streaming. So you guys are getting to see something that nobody's seen or heard yet, and it's a parody. It's a comedy rap parody kind of deal. So let's see if we can figure out how to do this. Hey, man, we're doing pretty good so far, I think. I'm no professional here. Yes, pure anarchy. I love Judy Motto. She said, makes me want to get up and run into my wall head first. Good times. I really like this one. I mean, wasn't that the intent of punk? You know, I think they hit the mark if they did that. All right. And this one is, you may recognize the beat. but this is Never Break Clown, something I never do.
Family, yeah. Big shoes walking, got haters squat. Makeup running, Clown Association done. Crying on the internet. I'm the motherfucker that you wish you never met. Bonafide hype clown, ready for a beat down. Certified street cred, hyping in my clown thread. Living by the code, now hear my ode. I don't break clown, I don't fuck around. Fuck the internet, we never even met. Snitches get stitches, we're crying like bitches. It used to be the G code, now it ain't nothing but a bitch ass overload. I don't hype for free. Mark ass bitches better pay the fee. Disappearing pennies at my magic show. Worldwide domination with the CWO. Movies made about me and my life. Got balloon tricks, baby, to be my wife. Motherfucker hard clown, I beat your face gas down. Never overlook the world's only bonafide hype clown. My makeup got you hating that clown discriminating while you're on your mama's internet and mask up. Planet.net, the whole world knows. Listen to my song and you see how it goes. I don't break clowns, I don't fuck around. Fuck the internet, we never even met. Niggas get stitches for crying like bitches. It used to be the G code, now it ain't nothing but a big ass overload. N-I-E, do you know what that means? Call a hype clown, natural bleach blonde, mother flapping in the wind. Booming makeup, glowing in the dark. Big ass cigar, looking for a spark. Beer in my hand, cause that's my brand. Fuck a kids party, I ain't that kind of clown. Yeah, I got a puppet and we're both world renowned. People see my makeup and they judge me. Keep it on up and get your ass whooped for free. Snitching on me, on the internet, just because you wish you had a set. Talking about my magic show, shut the fuck up and just listen to my flow.
Get that clown! Put him in jail! I want him in cuffs!
All right, man. I appreciate you guys sitting through it, man. That was a good time. And, you know, a lot of that stuff that was said in there, it's from the heart, man. It's, you know, it did used to be the G code, and now it ain't nothing but a bitch ass overload. You know, the way that society is today is what leads us here to doing this live, really. Some people would say, oh, you should be flattered if somebody went on a 30-minute long. Hey, you guys, real quick, Aaron DeGuzman in the chat is Little Aaron. She has done a ton for Clowny, and you're going to be seeing a lot more of her. She runs you know what? Hold on a minute. I'm about to try to figure out how to drop her link. I apologize, but she is extremely creative. After show chat, she's done music for all kinds of people. She's done some awesome stuff for Clowny, and we're working on some more stuff together. She is extremely talented. Her name is Little Aaron. I'm about to drop her link in the chat. Please hit her up. She does stuff on all these platforms. She's ahead of the curve, the Clowny, man. I didn't immediately get to grab any of her stuff off YouTube because I'm confused about it, man. I don't know where it is, man, but she's on TikTok and Instagram, but she does run a live stream, a weekly live stream on YouTube. I think she also runs one on TikTok. I got a TikTok, but I'm not real, savvy on any of this stuff. As you can see how I deal with computers, we're grateful just to be here to have gotten this far with what we're trying to do today, but she's done a ton, man. So all these people, man, Croissant, Fee, River City Sound System, haven't done anything with them yet, but I'm hopeful. Been talking to them. Might do some live performances with them. And the live performance is what got me into this mess today. I don't know how else to show it other than just to show it. And I apologize, guys. This is going to be excruciating because this guy, he sat here for 30 minutes and made a rant video about a lot of lies, man. And then people are hitting me up, and he's in the same town that I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. And, he want to there were some things that occurred at his event that I wasn't even going to talk about. If you notice, if you follow any of my stuff, I've put up some stuff from the event that we did last month. I ain't putting up nothing bad, man. All I've done is put up the good stuff that occurred, you know, and speak positive of it. Took it on the chin. It's not the first time I've had some issues, or the last, I'm sure, doing what I do. However, today I'm going to show some of the video that he probably does not want to show. Yeah, whose ass we got to whoop. It ain't like that, you know, but I'm going to do nothing but just get right into it. I apologize, of course. It's going to start out with a couple of shameless plugs from yours truly. For those of you that have not seen any of the film stuff that we're doing, in fan art contest, which there's people in here that have contributed to that. That's going to be popping off. The voting starts for that Monday. We'll get to that. So right now we're going to just get right into it, I hope. It's going to start out with a trailer. I mean, I got to plug Tubi, man. They picked up our $0 budget film shot on cell phones. There's people out there doing big stuff with real budgets that don't pull that off, so I'm grateful. And it only had
Hard Life and Times of Clowny, an independent feature film made with a $0 budget entirely on cell phones about the real-life exploits of the world's only bona fide hype clown, Clowny. As seen on Clowny.net, ABC, worldwide news coverage, the mediation files, Arthur Steinbeck films, and more. The real-life story of Clowny has finally been told. After being indefinitely suspended from the Clown Association, Clown discriminated against, subjected to cancel culture, publicly humiliated and ostracized, Clown never challenges on his own work, push forward and push back. In today's mental world, everyone needs someone to believe in and something to stand for. Clowny may not be the hype clown we asked for. He may not be the hype clown we expected. He may not even be the hype clown we deserve, but he's the hype clown we need. See the film, which has been submitted to over 60 film festivals without selection, banned in 3 countries, and the subject of civil action in Valverde. The long-awaited Clowny story is now told. www.clowny.net for details, or find Clowny on YouTube. Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. Ages 18 and up.
You guys, most of that's true. Pretty much all that is true. 60 film festivals, nobody picked it up, but Tubi was nice enough to reach out. So, guys, please go and support that. And here we are to the subject at hand. This gentleman here is the promoter of a film festival, actually, that, you know what, I'll just let him tell it. I'm sorry, guys. This goes a little bit. It's a little painful, but here we go.
Hey everybody, it's your favorite weirdo Bernardo Goya over here in the flesh. Just wanted to thank everyone for attending my Megalesia event on the 26th. I know, I'm like two weeks late to this whole thing to say something about it, but I mean, it's better late than never, as they say. But yeah, I mean, I got a lot of stuff that's going on inside my head, and I've been kind of debating whether or not if I should make this video, because normally I'm not the one to make these types of videos.
Yeah. Anytime somebody says that, you know they are.
But, as Billy Joel said, it's always been burning since the world's been turning, which is a fair point, but. Then again, I don't like to give the satisfaction. I don't like to give people the satisfaction, and it's just things like this. They just keep on. It's like a snowball effect, where you send some little thing like this, and then it rolls down until you get a big enough avalanche to come in and destroy your little cozy Wyoming hut that you work so hard to build in, your Wyoming cabin, your Washington, Portland, Oregon cabin. But then again, it would also be a disservice to you, my fellow fan who's watching this. I'm talking to you, sir, my loyal #1 subscriber who's been with me since 2016. So here we go. We're about to dig into this. Um, we're gonna address some elephants in the room. There are a lot of elephants in this room, so buckle up. We're gonna put it down like we had some tranquilizers, and we're gonna tackle each one of them. You know. And sorry for being so sarcastic and ironic. Humor, is a way to deal with life and things, and this is my way of coping things right now. Deep down inside, I'm actually really like, I'm actually about to punch a wall in a hole, and I'm about to actually like throw a brick into a car, and that's how I'm feeling right now. So I would like to give a public apology to the. First, I would like to give a public apology to the people who attended. I know the AC was off. We had
Somebody
power
said they have no
conditioning,
sound. Can
and
you guys hear this?
y'all were sweating like pigs. And I am the one to blame, but not entirely. Um, Most of your blame could not be directed to me, even though I'm the festival runner. I would like to mostly point that out to the Clowny crew and the Clowny team for that. Um, the night before we were doing some rehearsals and stuff. We were doing some blocking. We were trying to get through this, seeing whether or not how things will play out during the live performance, the live stage, and because we want this to be perfect. I want this to be perfect. All right, and I think we had it all down by like around midnight. It was around like 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, and yeah, we kind of let loose, because we wanted to celebrate. We've been practicing this for weeks now. We've been talking about this for weeks in advance. I think it was around the beginning of August we were talking about doing this whole event, this whole live performance, because I really did. I truly love vaudeville. I'm a big fan of vaudeville, and I love balloon art too, and I love giving platforms to underrated art.
You guys, I don't even know where vaudeville is. I'm trying to just let this guy talk, man, but we'll get to it. I don't understand a lot of this, what he's talking about, man. And I turned it up as loud as it'll go.
Artists like Clowny, you know, and he when I met him, he brought some kind of energy to the thing, and I thought we needed that. And when we were talking about this, and we were sitting out in the cafes, I think, in around the beginning of August, end of July, somewhere. All I remember is it was really hot, but we were really talking about this, and like when Clowny was pitching the whole balloon art thing, he was really going in depth with the whole thing. It was really passionate about it, and I saw it in his eyes that he was really passionate about doing balloon art and making balloons and performing it, you know, for the whole family, for the kids, for the dog, for the he said he done some wholesome stuff at the Clay County fairs. He
No,
said
I
that
didn't.
he had some influences. He loved Bucko the Clown, which was a famous clown from the 1930s. Bucko.
I've never done anything at the Clay County Fair. I never said that. I have no idea who Bucko the Clown is. Just
Which I also love Bucko the Clown too, because that was my introduction to vaudeville. He was part of this whole vaudeville act, but I'm going on a tangent. Let's go back to the whole rehearsal. So rehearsals, we've been practicing this, we've been discussing. We I just want to set the stage. So we were discussing balloon art, the history of balloon art, the art of vaudeville, and the art of live performances. And we were doing this for about a couple of weeks, and we were also talking about theater too. We were talking about this for a long time, for a really long time, a couple months, not that long, but we were talking about this for a length of time. And you know what? I thought by around 11 o'clock, we were all set. We were all ready, you know. So foolish of me, I bought some Budweisers, I bought some Bud Lights, you know, because you know they love Budweisers and they love Bud Lights, and I thought it was a good combination. It was going on for a discount too because you know it was still packed from the restaurant. From no, I mean it was still packed.
Every bit of this is bogus. The dude ain't ever bought me a beer in my life. Yes, I am a Budweiser man, but anybody that knows me knows that I'm one-dimensional in that. That never happened.
From Publix because no one's been buying the Bud Lights, but I've been a big fan of the Bud Light, so I've been buying. I bought the whole pack, just to support them, and yeah, I just bought them so they could have some, they could release some tension, they could let loose, they could party a little bit because you know.
If you look clearly, the guy's reading from a script. And this is him, man. This is legitimately how this guy rolls. We did meet up a couple times. I wanted to check out the venue. We'll get to that. He'll get to that and some other issues, but that's how he operates, man. He does everything off a piece of paper. It's really weird. Like he has to walk around with a script and read it. I don't know, but
the celebrities, they have a pretty hard life as is. You know, they can't do anything. They can't really do it. So I sympathize with that. I'm an empath. I recognize that, and I sympathize with that type of emotion. So, yeah. All of a sudden,
I can't help it, man. I'm sorry. I just love the fact that when you meet somebody and their beginning introduction is a self-serving monologue about, you don't even have to ask me how good I am. Just shut up and listen, and I'm going to tell you anyway. And I think we all know that's generally a red flag, you know.
You know, this woman, this lady, right? Cherry, right? She's one of the Cherry. She suddenly got too drunk, and she all of a sudden she tripped on some wires, right? She tripped on some wires, and she got alcohol into the AC unit. The whole thing was on fire.
Never happened. None of this ever happened. Cherry, bless her heart. Okay, she may drink a little here and there. She's not that type of person that gets just hammered, snockered out of her mind. She does like to party, but more importantly, we weren't there the night before. All this is made up, and you're going to understand why here in a minute.
Fire. We haven't seen a bigger fire in Jacksonville since the Great Fire of like 1912.
Yeah, all right.
Right. We were kind of panicking. We were panicking. We're going all over the place. We're running like chickens without heads. We're racing, you know, hyperventilating and shit like that, you know. And we were doing everything. We were throwing mud. We were throwing mud on the whole thing because you know we didn't want to have an electrical fire. We didn't want this. We didn't want this whole thing to be wet. We didn't want it to be a wet fire because you know I had a fire marshal friend. You know, quick thinking because I had a fire marshal friend that told me about these wet fires. They said that's the most dangerous thing because a wet fire can not only get you burnt, they could get you extremely electrocuted, you know. But we eventually fixed it, and it was cool. We didn't have to call the fire marshal or anything. But you know, I'm not. You know, they're stressed out. I was gonna let that slide. Because they were stressed out, and you know, it's been a long day, and we were having fun. With the whole thing, so I wasn't gonna get on them too much for that. So that was the reason why the AC unit was broke. But yeah. But another thing, I would also like to apologize to the filmmaker Basil Jaid. We remixed this film without permission, just to promote Clownies sleazy movie. You know, like I was on.
Okay, here's another one. First off, the guy wants to blame the air conditioner issues at this venue on us, namely Cherry. Dude, how do we have control of the air conditioner? We weren't even there the night before. Okay, we did not have a rehearsal. He didn't buy beers. Kyle Cooper's in the chat. He's CWO member. He can tell you he's been with us for a long time. Okay, and Kyle's a stand-up dude. Then he goes into this thing about I wanted to edit this guy Basil's. I don't even know who Basil is. Okay, I didn't see the trailer until he sent it to me after he edited it, and I got emails and receipts, all that crap too.
editing doc because I was editing Bigfoot's movie, the Bigfoot movie. He asked me to edit it because he saw the Family Guy edit that.
Okay, he did do that. He did edit the Bigfoot short film that some people here have been involved with. Little Aaron was very instrumental in that. He did the edit for it, and he was running a film festival. I was coming there to do a live performance anyway. He wanted me to submit film, but he had a criteria that none of the films could be previously released, and they had to be under 30 minutes. Well, we primarily do feature films. Anything you see on YouTube is just kind of for fun, is a little short. And the films that have not been released, and there's a lot of them coming that are already done. They're just sitting. They're already under agreement and contracts with streaming platforms. So it's not something that I necessarily have an option or even a desire to show at a film festival. But here we go.
I did, which that was my proudest edit, and I think that was my magnum opus, the Family Guy edit.
I never saw Family Guy edit. I don't even watch Family Guy.
It was really funny. It really speaks to.
I don't know the first thing about Family Guy because I'm not a family-friendly kind of clown. I don't do kids parties. All you people here know this shit.
Me, it touched me in ways that I haven't been touched with an edit, and I'm like, damn, that really means a lot. And I accepted, and he was like, so, I got this Bigfoot movie that I got. Is it all right if you edit it? And I'm like, sure, yeah, I don't mind editing.
You guys, real quick, Angelo de Guzman in the chat, man, hit him up. Angelo is awesome. That is little Aaron's better half. I'll say that because she's not here, but they are together very instrumental in a lot of stuff that we've done. So you guys give a shout out for sure to all of us here, man, and especially people like Angelo and all you guys that just been with us.
Your Bigfoot movie.
And here's a trailer for the Bigfoot film, and he did edit it. He did.
I found Bigfoot.
Oh, shit, man. There's no Bigfoot out there. What I'm telling you, there's a goddamn Bigfoot in those motherfucking woods right now. Is that what I think it is? He's got teeth. He's got claws. He stinks. He's big. He's scary.
I've never seen Colin like this before. It's crazy.
You think he's on something? I'll be damned, it is. Seymour! Holy shit, it's Bigfoot! Oh God, we're gonna be rich.
No, we gotta find a ring.
Fuck you, Bigfoot!
And so I edited the Bigfoot movie.
He did edit the Bigfoot, the short version of the Bigfoot film. If you haven't seen it yet, it's because it hasn't been released yet. We're putting it out on the short version. We're putting it on YouTube. At the end of the month, it'll hit. It's also a feature film that's already all been filmed. It's currently in post-production thanks to an amazing, awesome attribute that we have, our secret weapon, Rebecca Wilson, Salty Quill Productions and Promotions, who's done a ton of Salty Quill Studios. I'm sorry. Everybody's got a production, it's hard to get them mixed up, but Salty Quill has been huge for us, man. And she's done a lot for directing, editing, just everything. Got a lot of knowledge in the game. But I want to say something real quick. Previously he said that I told him that I had family-friendly type of show that I did, but yet he just sits here and tells you did the edit. Well, anybody that knows me, fuck, shit, motherfucker, every other word, and everything that I do. And I'm sorry, that's just shit, man. It gets me in trouble in real life. I mean, that's my vernacular, man, and it's challenging for me not to just be myself. So he can't say that, oh, I thought he was family-friendly. That's coming. You'll hear more about that. But Bigfoot was a ton of fun. Little Aaron's in it. Huge in it. Trenty B, a handful of really awesome people that you've seen before and a couple that are new. So we're really excited about that.
I did that. And yeah, basically halfway through the post-production phase, I was editing that movie. I was in the editing doc. I was wired in. Like in the social network. I was wired in. And basically, on one day, during post production, I heard a knock. It was from none other than Clowny himself.
None of this is true. I don't know where this guy lives. I've never been to his house. I've never watched him edit anything. I don't know anything about his process at all. He can't say otherwise.
Clowny himself. I was like, and I thought it was routine, because normally he pops in. He comes in with like some Chipotle. He comes in with like some Taco Bell. He comes in with some McDonald's here and then, And all of a sudden he basically, I showed him the edit, and I showed him what was going to be in the program. So far from Megalicia, and he saw we were at the point where we reached to Basil's movie, the Dances with Ghosts. I think that's the name. I think either Dances with Ghosts or Dances with Dead. But I like the trailer because it reminded me of great auteur works like like Ingmar Bergman's Wild Strawberries, which
I have no
my
idea
favorite
who these
of all
people
time,
are.
because it speaks a lot about dreams, and it speaks a lot. And I thought that's what Basil was going for. Basil Jaid, he was going for that same vibe too. So, out of respect, I didn't want to like do anything with it.
I don't know Basil.
Edit with it, And all of a sudden, Clowny comes up to me, and we were watching it, and all of a sudden I hear Clowny. He suddenly had a big yawn. He just like that. He had the biggest yawn, like he was bored. I thought that was disrespectful, man. I was like, yo, dude, like, what the fuck? What's going on? Do you like the trailer?
Every bit of this is a fantasy in his head.
And then all of a sudden, I hear from this dude that I'm doing a big favor for. All of a sudden, I hear him. He goes, man, I think this movie is boring. I think it sucks ass. And I'm like, what the fuck you mean you think it sucks ass? I think it's a great homage to Wild Strawberries, man. And then he was like, no, there's not. It's boring. There's no spice. It doesn't speak to me. And then I asked him, what speaks to you that I could get you interested in?
This is insane because none of this ever happened.
I think big booty bitches speak to me. And I'm like, no, there's no way I'm
going
to be
no
putting
brainer.
big booty bitches in this man's edit, because it's disrespectful, one, to women, and two, it's degrading. It's degrading and it's sleazy. I'm not a sleazeball and I'm not a slime bag. All right. And basically, he got pissed. He threw his. I don't know what day it was. I think it might have been Big Mac Day.
You don't know what day it is because it didn't happen.
And I was like, damn, what the fuck, man? That was a waste of a Big Mac. I could have eaten that, And then he told me to shut the F word up. He said, shut the F word up. And he pulled out a balloon out of his pocket. And he did his signature, pulling out the balloon and aiming it to someone's head. And, I just thought, I'm a big fan of Clown, and I've seen these in the gags in the videos, right? And I thought it was like a normal gag. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a ha funny joke. You roughhouse and with your ha funny joke. But no, it's not. He literally was about to cause brain damage into my head
from a fucking balloon. Okay, everybody's speed. Look, man, I put it in here just so you know what he's talking about. Okay, I'm going to back it up a second. He says that I held him at duress with a fucking balloon cocked back to his head, and it might give him brain damage. All right, cool.
Brain damage into my head.
Found discriminated against, subjected to cancel culture, publicly humiliated, and
wow.
He was literally about to let go of the balloon. I could have lost some IQ points. I could have done, all of this stuff, and I could have ended up having amnesia from that. You can't mess with the head. You can't hit a guy's head. Like, he might go brain dead. Like, you can't do that to a man. And basically, my hands were tied, and I was basically forced to edit it the way it was. So that's the story of that. And
this is the trailer that he's talking about. He sent me this. Never saw this in my life until I saw it in this version, and I have no idea who that guy's name is. Basil, I have no idea. I've never met him in my life.
So tell me, Rich, why is it that you would want to pursue Carmen after all this time?
Love, man. Love.
All right.
It's always been about
Don't
love.
know anything about the movie. Don't know any of these people. Okay, now this is where he did this shit, and I did think it was kind of booming, and this was the cue. He played this at the event, and this was the cue for us to walk out at the conclusion of this, which he grabbed. I didn't even give him this footage either. He grabbed this, which is, I don't have an issue with. That's easy to do, you know, but it's kind of badass. Okay, the guy in the rabbit, that is his brother, Freddie. Freddie's an all right dude. I don't want to drag Freddie into this. Freddie has had nothing to do with any of this. I don't really know what the purpose of all that is. That is my hand on the DJ equipment. He got some footage. He wanted some footage, actually. As a matter of fact, he asked me for some footage that he edited of me DJing and cutting a promo to advertise his event at another film festival, which they pissed him off and wouldn't air it for whatever fucking reason. I don't know. I mean, I guess because it's weird shit. Clowny is weird shit, not really film festival type shit. I don't know, but I thought the edit that he did was kind of badass. I mean,
He's fantastic!
Hard fighting.
never seen this footage in my life until he sent it of the chicks dancing. Have no clue who they are.
An independent feature film made with a $0 budget entirely
And I really want to express that because Jazzy's in the chat, and this could have caused me a lot of shit.
on cell phones about the real life exploits of the worldly bona fide hype down Clownies.
I don't know if I came off as dickish and proud of it. I was hiding the sad face behind a cute smile.
Oh yeah, such
You
a
know,
cute smile.
But yeah, I wanted him. And no, that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part was he was supposed to contribute to the editing because he wanted to learn how to use DaVinci. He wanted to learn how to do the advanced editing techniques.
Never happened. I'm not an editor.
And I tried to show him, but no. What does he do? He lays on the couch and he watches his Jamaican dancehall videos on repeat on YouTube. And I'm like, dude, why are you watching Jamaican dancehall videos while we could be editing, man?
I don't even know what a
Like, I know
Jamaican
them girls
dancehall
be
is.
going wild in them Jamaican dancehall videos, but you can't be watching them Jamaican dancehall videos, dude. That's not right, man. That's not right. If you want to go watch Jamaican dance, might as well just go do a tour in Jamaica, man. You're washed up, dude. You're fucking
Oh
washed
yeah,
up.
I'm washed up.
You're washed up, dude. You're freaking washed up, man. You're freaking washed up.
That's where the insults start.
Like, dude, man. Like, gosh, I can't believe it. So so it was 2 strikes. 2 strikes, not a big deal. Not a big deal. You know, 2 strikes. And, you know, in my book, 2 strikes. You know, you haven't hit 3. There wasn't a big whoop. I'm not gonna make a big whoop about it. I'm not gonna make a big. But come to the event. You know, So far, it's going good. It's going good.
How's he saying so far it's going
We got
good,
the movies
but
playing,
he's
we
just
got
already
everything
said all
playing,
this stuff. I was about to give him
Yeah,
brain
we
damage.
got everything lined up. Then Basil's movies place. You know, his cue. His cue was supposed to come on. That was his cue to come on. That's why we had it in the edit. You know, to have his cue come on. Now, I'll tell you this. You know, we practiced this a bunch of times. You know,
No, we didn't.
When his cue comes on, he was supposed to.
That's another thing. He wanted to rehearse. He kept telling me, we need to get together and rehearse your live performance. Like, dude, you're not in my live performance. I'm coming with a crew with my comedy truck that we've been doing this for years. Everybody that you see that's in our films has been vetted, man, and experienced. We know them personally. This isn't just, hey, we grab anybody we can get. These are people that are dear to my heart, man. The ones that are close and ones that are far away. And it's not what he's saying it is. I don't need to rehearse, man. I wouldn't put them in the cast if I thought there needed to be a rehearsal. We didn't need to rehearse for what we were doing on that night. Do we rehearse? Yes. Did we need to for what we did at that show? No, because it's the same show that we've done a million times. And I generally don't show footage of my live events so that I have a live event to do, because if footage is out there of it, and obviously in this day and age, we can't control all that, but people have been really cool about that. You know, people have been really respectful about that. And I'm grateful for it. Because what's the point in coming to the live show if you've already seen the gag, man? And there's only a few different ones that we do, you know. Sorry, go on a tangent there.
March around the entire venue, you know, like Barney and the dinosaur. Like I told him, I legit told him, you better be marching around like Barney the dinosaur, you know.
Okay, this weird conversation, he asked me something about Barney and the dinosaur. Like, what do you think about? And it didn't even make sense. His communication is not good at all. This is actually very good for him because he's reading off a script that he wrote, a bunch of lies to try to cover his own rear end, because his event, you'll see.
You know, with all the children falling, you better do that, man. I love that show, dude.
Children following. I don't do kids parties, man. I do not perform anywhere that is not 18 and up, man. I mean, I don't know how many times I got to drill that through everybody's head. You go to my website, clowny.net, you watch 2 minutes of my fucking content, you get the idea.
I love that show as a child, and it really hit deep with me. You better pay homage to Barney the dinosaur when you're fucking doing that, dude. You better pay fucking
You see, he about broke character right there because he knows he's lying. You better pray. I love kids, fucking Barney, you know, and then he's about to laugh. So he goes to his go-to and looks down because all this is bullshit.
You better pay homage to Barney the dinosaur when you're doing that, man. Like you better do, because that dude really influenced my life. That whole program really influenced. Like there's a lot of children's stuff that really, and I told him this is a specific one that I want you to reference. So when his cue hit up, when the Basil Jaid trailer movie queued up, right? When it was playing hot. He was supposed to go march around, but no, he didn't. What did he do? What did he do? Guess what he did? I went to his room to signal him to go on stage, and I see this man eating pizza and drinking sweet tea while having his foot kicked back on the table and listening to Bruce Springsteen. I mean, come on, dude. You're.
All right, another lie. Okay, this is a video, and we shot a handful of them just for fun. We don't generally do behind-the-scenes type stuff. This is as close to it as we'll ever see. You look in the video, you'll see Kyle Cooper that's in the chat. You'll see his brother Freddie. You'll see people that can verify the veracity of what he's saying. Okay, yeah, I was in the back. I was in the green room eating pizza. I bought pizza because you didn't buy us none, okay? And then had other people coming in there scamming our pizza that we bought, all right, for us in this little-ass room that's a fucking kitchen. But, hey, I didn't bitch about that, man. I'm used to playing in shitty little venues, man. It's not a big deal. But for whatever reason, he jumps on this whole Bruce Springsteen thing. Like, dude, I got nothing against Bruce Springsteen, but there was no music playing in there. There couldn't be because it was a thin wall, and on the other side of the wall was the stage area, which you're gonna love this. And we had to listen for our cue because they were not really on point. Usually they have what's called a gorilla, and a gorilla's job is to run back and cue you, is to tell you, hey, or they come back and go 10 minutes cast. And cast goes 10 minutes house, you know, and repeats it. So we know. Then they come back and they go 5 minutes cast, 5 minutes house. And so everybody's on the same page. None of that shit was happening technically. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing. So purposely we were keeping it quiet, and I kept sending somebody out to peek and see where that video hit, because when that trailer that he created that I never saw until he sent it, that was his idea, the Basil guy, that was the cue, is at the end of that trailer, after the make some motherfucking noise, after the Clowny shit comes, then we come out in that moment.
I mean, this is what's going on, man. Everybody.
That was Kyle Cooper right there with the pizza to the left. He's in the chat. Loyal crew. Oh, damn it, I fucked up. Loyal crew member, been with us for a good minute. What I want you to pay attention to, I know it's not necessarily relevant, but there's no music playing.
Eating pizza and drinking sweet tea while having his foot kicked back on the table and listening to Bruce Springsteen. I mean, come on.
Seymour was drinking sweet tea. I didn't drink no damn sweet tea.
Dude, you're
I mean, this is what's going on, man. Everybody's eating pizza and having a good time and just chilling, making it clown-tastic, man.
You're a professional performer. You're a
You
professional.
just said I was washed up.
I mean, dude, that's completely unprofessional to do that. I mean, first of all, you're listening to Bruce Springsteen. I mean, come on, dude. You're living in Florida. I mean, if you are gonna,
Even if I was listening to Bruce Springsteen with my feet kicked up, eating pizza, drinking sweet tea before I walked out, how is that fucking unprofessional?
slack off, right? The best thing you could do is just like listen to at least Jimmy Buffett, man. You know when you're slacking off and not doing work, you better be listening to Jimmy Buffett. And no. What does this dude do? He listens to Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen, out of all people. First of all, Bruce Springsteen is from New Jersey, the worst of the worst, man.
Say it again.
Fuck. No. And first of all, Bruce Springsteen's from Jersey. The hell, man?
Say it again.
First of all, Bruce Springsteen's from Jersey. The heck, man?
Just wouldn't want to
I can't
cuss.
believe you're listening to Bruce Springsteen in Jacksonville, of all places, the most Florida-based place, man.
Jimmy Buffett's not from
Get the heck
Jacksonville.
out of there with that. Get the heck out of there with that. You better be listening to Jimmy Buffett if you're gonna be slacking off, man.
You want to talk about Jacksonville, then it should have been Leonard Skinner, Limp Bizkit, motherfucking 69 Boys. That would be Jacksonville.
So no big deal. No big deal. He got up and he tried to play it off. He was a couple minutes late. He was a couple minutes behind, but it's all right. We that's why we gave
Also a lie, and I'm about to show you. We were not late at all.
him that 30-minute. We gave him that 30-minute thing to just so.
It was an
what?
hour,
It was
not
only,
30
what,
minutes.
Like 7-8 minutes off. That's fine.
This is when we immediately walked in at the conclusion of that video that he created on Basil's shit that he's blaming me for hijacking him with a fucking balloon to his head to give him fucking brain damage. And then you see he's got an image of Clowny on the back screen that came up as soon as the video ended. I waited till the shit happened. Some other shit occurred. The butler walked out first. Then Cherry walked out. I don't want to get into all the details because I don't like giving our content away of what occurred, but there's a lot of shit that went down before Clowny ever comes out with Seymour for the intro. Yeah, fuck you, Seymour.
Clown! The world's over. Motherfucking hype clown in the house. Man, glad to see you guys coming out. Keep it here, butler. This thing on.
That's fine with me.
Oh yeah, it's fine with you, but I'm washed up. Fuck
However,
you.
this was just the beginning of the nightmare of a performance that
Nightmare.
you had. You know.
Volunteers from the crowd. Raise your hand. We're gonna need some
Listen to the crowd response and tell me about a fucking
Who wants to be a part
Okay.
of the show?
I mean, people look like they're interactive. There was not a crowd there, or who was there.
I got another one. Any other volunteers in the crowd?
People are still interactive. Money's flying through the air. People are cheering. There wasn't a big crowd.
Everybody likes a unicorn, right? You're a cool looking
I hear
Fuck
people
the podcast. They
laughing.
did their whole thing. They did the rehearsal thing.
There weren't
They
many,
did all that.
but they were laughing.
And you know, which is fine. He was doing balloon art. He was doing the balloon art. He was doing.
See, he's got a list he's reading off,
He was
man.
doing everything so far that we did in the rehearsals, but all of a
He
sudden,
didn't have any
he
fucking
did something that
rehearsals.
made me regret my decisions. You know, foolish I was to think that he was going to be a Mr. Rogers or a Blues Clues type of act where we got some wholesome content to balance out the
Wholesome
event.
content. That's my poster that I created. Okay, it's the template for a lot of my shows. Wholesome content. What the fuck is your definition of wholesome? If you look, it says bigger than shit, 18 and up. Okay, it's fucking wholesome.
No. And from the way he was presenting himself, we looked like we were projecting to get that. But what did we get? We ended up getting a Don Rickles, Bono the Clown, the little roast master type of event. And I mean, look, man, I know I'm not the most PC type of person, but gosh darn it, we false.
When he talks about a roast master event, he had stand-up comedian Scott Ways there. Scott's an awesome dude, buddy of ours, done shit with us before and will again. He's a cast member. He wasn't involved then because he was doing his deal. And then he had King Lee, another guy who, my God, man, that guy yells, screams, cusses. They said he was throwing chairs. I mean, he was hyping. Don't get me wrong. I'm not digging on that guy at all, but talk about wholesome and roasting people. The whole thing was a roast, man, of what they did. And he asked me to do some things that, man, look, we do what we do, and that's why it works. And I explained this to him. He had all kind of obscure ideas. He wanted to have too much input in what we did. And it's about setting boundaries, man. He's not the only one, the first or the last, to have expectations that we're either going to be cool with it or we're not. And these aren't decisions that I make myself. No, man. I go to everybody that's in the family, man, if it gets that far, and I go, listen, this is what he wants to do. What do y'all think? And that's how this thing works, man, because there's no boss here. You know, it's us together doing this is the only way it works. And also confer with others who are not involved, who I trust in the business, that understand what we do.
Advertise this whole entire event, which I think was on my part.
He didn't advertise shit.
You know, I was putting up the ads at McDonald's.
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's
putting up at McDonald's. I was telling people, hey, come over here. It's gonna be a family-friendly event at the day, and then.
Well, then clearly he's a liar. I don't know that he did or didn't advertise at McDonald's. You know, he's just whacked enough that maybe he did do that. He's jumped on my shirt multiple times about the Ronald McDonald on my shirt, so maybe he thought. I don't know, man. But he didn't advertise for shit because there wasn't nobody there.
We're gonna have some stuff for adults at the night. That's why I put up at the McDonald's, right? But then, you know, they kicked me out of the McDonald's because, you know, they didn't want to promote some knockoff.
Bullshit.
They didn't want to promote some knockoff, so they had to.
They didn't want to promote a knockoff, but he did.
So, I mean, which was understandable from a business perspective, and you know, I wish I think
business
I should have saw that as
now he's a businessman
of things to come, you know, as a spiritual sign. But you know, foolish I was, you know, foolish I was.
Guys, I'm sorry. I told you this was painful. He gets to it, though.
Like I said, things are going as planned so far.
Things are going as planned. You just said 10 things that were not as planned.
We were going golden for the first couple minutes, but you know, I knew things were gonna go wrong when immediately he let out the he let out the FUCK word.
Oh, good God. Shocking. Who saw that coming?
Word. And when he said that, my nerves was on the fritz. When he said that, if you saw me at the event, I was pacing.
He was pacing.
I was legit pacing back and forth. And things kept on going downhill from there. And they just kept on going downhill. And I think I heard some racist jokes.
Bullshit.
They said some stuff about Japan in the 40s. I mean,
okay, bullshit. That's a good one. I'm going to show you the footage of what he's referring to, and you be the judge.
Some disgusting stuff.
I didn't know it was that kind of club, man. I'm not into this weird shit you got. This is an S&M kind of thing? No. It's Doctor of Orient.
Now, I asked this woman what it is that she did, and she said that she was in school to be a doctor of Oriental medicine. Well, the term Oriental, as far as I always knew, is pretty offensive. I referenced that because when she said it, I wasn't going to just fucking ignore it. Fuck, man, I don't want to be associated with that shit. So this is what I said.
That ain't the most racist shit that I've ever fucking heard. Oriental will get you canceled. Okay, everybody knows it's fucking Asian. It's not Oriental. This is not 1963. And you're telling me you're a doctor?
And I think
so I corrected her when she said doctor of Oriental medicine. I don't know what the fuck kind of quackery that shit is, but when she said it, it made me uncomfortable, okay? And I'm a diverse motherfucker, man. So, all right, I threw it out there. Address the elephant in the fucking room. Don't just breeze over that shit. Let that bitch know that I do not certify that shit, whatever the fuck that is. And I corrected her and said, hey, it's Asian. It's not Oriental. Okay, so I tried to put a humor spin on it maybe. Whatever, man. But that was not my fucking voice.
One time they mentioned something about eugenics, which that really was uncalled for. But what really set my lid off, what really grinded my gears, was the fact that when Mad Marvin, you know, the older black gentleman, he came up to me. He had to come up to me, and he asked me to. He politely asked me to take care of.
How about another one? Any other?
Okay, so I'm going to tell you about Mad Marvin, the dude he's talking about, where he said the older black gentleman. This will tell you a lot of what you need to see and know.
Volunteers in the crowd. I'm coming up. There, we got another, you fucking one that did this. What's up, Earl?
So this guy, Mad Marvin or Mad Max or Maniac Max or whatever the fuck he said his name was, he comes up wearing an ankle monitor or this motherfucker's on house arrest.
Okay, what's the government, man? Maniac Max. I mean, Mad Max? Yeah. Take them, man. Go do something. Go do something. Your ass in the crowd. Shit. Give me some swag or something, man.
He clearly just got out.
Okay, put a little glass, you know.
Man, who was getting more and more rowdy at the event?
Okay, he says, I was the one getting rowdy. Does it look right there like I'm the one getting rowdy? I'm the one that got snatched up and threatened. Does it look like I'm fucking the one being rowdy here?
And
guys, I don't do stand-up comedy, but we do a live show. Shit happens sometimes, and you just can never break clown, okay? And you got to find a way out of it. Obviously, it didn't work out for fucking Chris Rock and Will Smith, but that shit happens, especially in these small venues when there's no real security, you know, or if they are, they're lax, or they're the ones that are the problem. So, but to say that I was the one that was rowdy, dude, you volunteered to raise your hand to come up on stage in a fucked up show. I mean, all bets were off. You know, you waived all your fucking rights to get pissed off, you know. That's an argument. There's two sides to that, whatever. You know, I'm not taking the fence on either side of it, but it's what we do, man, and we're prepared to deal with it. And hey, man, it is what it is.
What I came back to, it really shook me. It really shook my core. It really shook my core. Because what he was making, you know, he was making balloon art out of a woman's vagina and penis.
Okay. He said, I made balloon art out of a woman's vagina and penis. How does he going to say that it's a woman's vagina and penis? I mean, what if it was a man's vagina and penis? I mean, really, like in this day and age, we can't jump to these conclusions. And if you hear the crowds laughing, people are having a good time, even old mad maniac Max, which may have kind of led to him getting a little pissed off. But
no, wait, hold on. No, I mean, he was no, whoops. No, he was making balloon art of genitalia. That's what he was doing. He was making a balloon penis. He was making a balloon vagina.
Does this not look like a clown? Is that not one of the most beautiful?
And he was making a.
Okay, so I made a balloon penis and a balloon vagina. And these are things that I was talking about earlier. I just don't generally show this stuff, man, because we saved a lot of stuff for live shows, man. And the only reason I'm showing it now is just to address what he's saying, man. And if you look, when I paraded around with the balloon vagina, which might have been a man's or a woman's, according to, the law of the land, but to him, it was a man's penis and vagina. People were laughing. People were entertained. Okay, so be it.
Excuse me, friends. But that's what he was doing. He was making a balloon penis. He was making a balloon vagina.
And there he is. That was him in the cowboy hat that just walked in front of the camera, pacing around like he said he was. If you look, man, there's dollar bills all over the floor. The red carpet's rolled out. The chainsaws out there for when we're going to cut Seymour in half. Cherries to the right with the fucking bubble machine. Butler's doing his job. Seymour's just being Seymour like always. But everybody's having a good fucking time.
But if he did make it out of genitalia, oh boy, we would be in so much trouble. We would be, we would cause a riot. I would have called the SWAT team. I would have escorted his ass out there. I would have called the mob. I would have beat the frick out of him.
Oh, that's a real good one. All this stuff about what he would have done. I would have done this. I could have done that. Yeah, okay. Well, we're about to see some video how that fucking shit played out when he had the opportunity to do all that shit. And what did he do?
I would have called the mob. I would have beat the frick out of him. I would have escorted him out personally. But luckily it didn't. So... But it would have if I wouldn't have stopped the act. So I walked up over there. I was a gentleman about it.
Okay, now this is great, man. He says he walked up to stop the show. Okay, well, that's a big no-no. You just put me in a hell of a spot doing that, dude, because never break clown, motherfucker. Everybody that's with us, man, this is not the first time we've dealt with far worse than this. This was a pretty soft ass crowd and venue, man. Wasn't nobody worried except Maniac Max nutcase. But even him, man, ain't got nothing on that guy. But to say that he came up there respectfully or as a gentleman or however he did, look at him right now. What's he doing? He's getting all up on Seymour's fucking face, right? I mean, Seymour's got to put up his hands for boundaries, and he's cussing. He's yelling and screaming at Seymour, not saying shit to Clowny. He's going after Seymour. Watch. Then he calls me a motherfucker, okay, standing right there in front of all these fucking people, man. You G-check me and pull my motherfucking card like that? What am I supposed to do?
Even though I let my anger out a little bit.
More of his profanity. He's about Seymour, you and your Trinity B motherfucker. Okay, and if you look to your left, you see what's the butler doing, bro? He's got the fucking bubbles raised up. We're trying to keep the fucking show together while there's an unruly motherfucker, a heckler of sorts, that happens to fucking be the promoter of the event coming down there doing this bullshit. Look at the dude in the back with the hat. He's laughing. He's smiling. If you look around all the way to Maniac Max, looks like he's ready to jump into some shit, of course. He's looking to go back, I guess. But fucking His shirt was great. It said, "I need money, not a job." I mean, that was kind of dope, man. I thought that was pretty funny. But, you know, it's not what the picture he's painting clearly. He doesn't realize that this video exists. If you look between his face and Seymour's face, you see Cherry's face looking shocked as fuck, like, what the fuck? But not just standing there going to fucking ignore it and pretend it didn't happen. No, man, because we got to put it back together, and it's what we do. And the whole thing with rehearsals and all that, how can you rehearse for shit like this? You know, no. So it's a special skill set that some have, others don't. You know, we work on it. We do the best we can.
You know, even though I let my anger out a little bit. Whoops, sorry me. I should have controlled that. My fault. I'm only human. You know. So yeah, I went up stage. I tried to stop the act. I was like, halt, stop. You know, which was out of character for me because, you know, I'm more of a free speech type of dude. I'm more of a let the artist speak.
He's more of a free speech type of dude. I'm more of a let the artist do their thing kind of dude, right? Does it fucking look like it? Does it look like he's giving free speech? Does it look like he's letting the artist be the fucking artist? I'm not an artist, but that's what he's classifying me as, so be it, man. This next footage is what it all comes down to, man. This is the best fucking part of the whole fucking thing, and he doesn't probably realize that I have this footage. If he did and he still made this video, he just figured that I was going to shut the fuck up and just roll on about it, and I may have, man, but then you got people hitting me up fucking believing his narrative of the shit, and then, you know, if they think that I misrepresented and said, oh, I'm going to come in here and entertain kids and old ladies and shit, and then fucking look at some of our shit and be like, oh, that son of a bitch, it'd be real easy to demonize me and fucking have me as the bad guy. I'm not, you know, dodging accountability for any of my actions ever, but fucking, and if I'm wrong, I'll be the first to admit it. It happens all the time, and it will again, man. Just ask Jazzy. I'm wrong on a regular fucking basis, which is why I don't solely make decisions on what the fuck we do, man. If I did, it wouldn't be shit, man. Most of the stuff that we do, honestly, people that see Clowny do something and go, that was funny as fuck, it probably didn't even come from Clowny, man. It was probably one of the boys or the girls or the balloon tricks that came up with this shit. And we're like, dude, let's do this, you know, and that's why it works. And that's what I love about what we do, man, is the family unity and just all you guys, man. Even those of you that I've never met personally that are fans from afar, you know, digitally and on the internet and shit, man, all you guys have an input in everything that we have done and everything that we always will do, man. And that shit will never change. Because I'll never sell out, man. That'll never happen. We've had all kind of, and this is a perfect example of that because that's what he wanted. He wanted, apparently, something that he didn't get. The things that he brought to the table asking, hey, why don't we do this? I want to do that. Blah, 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 blah. You know, sorry, man, I shot him down. But I didn't just independently shoot him down. I did take him to the table, man, to everybody else. And about 90% of it, everybody was pretty much in agreement with, nah, fuck that. And I already kind of had a pretty good idea how that was going to go when presented to the crew, man. But out of respect to him and them and everybody else, because I wouldn't ever want to leave money on the table, you know, I brought it to the table. But for him to say that, you know, he would have drugged me out, he would have did this, he'd have whooped my ass, he was going to let the artist be the artist. Tell me if this looks like that to you.
Let the artist express his feelings.
Now, what you're seeing, and you can't see a lot of it because they're fucking enormous, was the security that he did have there, okay, closing in on Clowny to come out there and motherfucking manhandle us the fuck out of the goddamn venue about, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes into what was supposed to be an hour-long set. And he's screaming and cussing and yelling and barking orders at them to get their hands dirty. He ain't fucking put his hands on no damn body. I want to point something out. Even while that shit's happening, what do you see the butler doing, man? That motherfucker ain't broke character for 1 second. He's fucking still running the bubbles, man, because what can you do? What do we do? Just drop and fucking start throwing hands and fighting with these motherfuckers, you know? And I mean, it's just a circumstance that occurs. It could get to that. It has before, but hopefully, you know, try to just fucking go with the flow, man.
Fuck you! Get the fuck out of here!
And what's he doing?
But
what's he doing while that shit's going on? Up yelling and screaming, "Fuck you!" and all this bullshit. And poor Seymour, man. Seymour, I don't know where the fuck he was and all that shit. I don't really know. It all happened kind of quick, man. It looked kind of slow in the video, but I don't know, man. There was a lot of shit going on and trying to do damage control and bring the show, I don't know, back to where the fuck we could. It wasn't the first time that some shit happened in it. Assuredly won't be the last, but all this shit with him coming up, painting a whole nother fucking story and trying to say that all about the artist and this and that. Well, this sure as fuck doesn't look like he's about the artist to me.
his or her feelings. But gosh darn it, I bought that stage, you know. I paid top dollar for that event. I paid top dollar for the venue. It cost me $5 to run the entire event.
Now, I don't know what the fuck that's about. Is this his attempt at some comedy to say it was a $5 event? I don't understand that. Like a lot of things that he said, some are outright lies, and it's obvious what his agenda is. The venue sucked, man. Okay, nothing on the building. It's not the venue's fault. It was the way that he ran the event. That's not a venue that, as soon as we pulled up and saw it for the first time, Cherry was totally against it, man. Cherry was totally against it. She was like, this is more like a house, and we don't do house parties. We haven't done house parties in years because too much crazy shit can go down. And I should have probably listened to Cherry, but Butler said he had some shit worked out. Seymour said he had some shit worked out. You know, man, it was kind of a majority override on that one, man. I guess that's what you could say attributed to that. And I gave a commitment. I wanted to help the kid out. He's a good dude. He really is. Even through all this shit, I don't have any desires to drag him down or through the mud. And like I said, I never even would have shared any of this shit. But, man, you said a lot of shit that ain't true. And I got video that you probably don't realize I got. And I got more video that I have not put out. Hopefully won't have to.
$5. $5. And this dude disrespectfully threw all the rules, threw everything at my face, and to top it all off, I think he almost maybe went to the hospital because I think I had to confront Seymour because he was the one that booked the whole thing. But he sprayed me down with some silly
had to confront Seymour. Okay, out of everybody there, why did you pick fucking Seymour? Okay. Why didn't you go to the Butler? Why didn't you come to me? Why'd you fucking single out Seymour of all people? Okay. That in itself, I should probably feel, I don't know if I should say should, but I could feel very differently about this. But that was just a bitch move in my opinion.
And, you know, something went into my mouth, man. You know how much toxic chemicals that has? You know, I could have gotten poisoning. I could have gotten food poisoning. I could have gone extreme. I could have.
Motherfucker, go take your allergy medicine and shut the fuck up, man.
Could have vomited blood. I don't know what's on there. I don't know what they make it with. You know, the Celestine company. They could have put bleach in there for. They could have put.
Okay, so a little silly string got in his fucking mouth. Wow, he says. Okay, yeah, what he says, a lot of shit.
Sulfur nitrate in there. They could have put any weird toxic chemical
in fucking silly string that they give to little kids.
You know, they could have put. You know,
you can see he's about to laugh because he knows he's full of shit.
I nearly puked my guts out. I had to vomit that out.
Oh yeah, I'm about to vomit listening to your fucking ass.
Like, yo, man, that was completely uncalled for. Thank God security had to escort him out. He was getting unruly.
Security had to escort me out. Well, what about you, you bad motherfucker? Talking about you to whoop my ass if I'd have did this and I'd have did that and all this shit, and you gonna let the artist be the artist? Make up your fucking mind, dude.
And yeah, but other than that,
Oh, but other than that, it was
I
great.
mean, it was alright. The whole thing was alright.
Yeah, you know.
I
What
mean,
the
I'm
fuck?
glad we got through it. You know, glad we lived to see another day. Um, but yeah, I mean, maybe in the future, I'll probably make a content. I'll probably do an expose video on Clowny because there's more things I have to say.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
looking back at
30
his
minutes
content, I
wasn't
just think that,
enough.
you know, I should have saw the signs coming in, and I should have done more research.
No, I should have saw the
with
signs
the
coming in the minute we laid eyes on that venue, and fucking Cherry was like, "Hey man, fuck
and
this."
I didn't, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, you live and let learn, and you know, probably I'm just only doing this just to vent and just to to express myself. And I just wanted to let this load off. I just wanted to release it. I don't know if this is healthy. You know, I don't like this type of stuff. But you know, things have to be said, things have to be done, and you know, I'll be really careful if you try to book Clowny for your parties.
Oh yeah, God
You
only knows
know,
what he'll do.
you're probably gonna get half. Oh yeah, nah, I forgot to mention he nearly destroyed the program. We literally had some technical difficulties afterwards, so I am kind of debating whether or not to sue him because he almost broke my projector. He almost broke my thing. Like we had to escort him out, and he hit the projector and the thing. So I'm probably gonna sue him for $1 or something like that. I mean,
I love how he says that I almost broke his projector. Guess what? I loaned him a fucking projector. I loaned him DJ equipment. I loaned him chairs. I could just cables. I could just keep going and going of the shit that I did that I do not normally fucking do, man. But because he was local, he is running some shit. We did some shit before one time, man. He did some extra work in a film that we did, man. I had somewhat of a relationship with him. I still do have a relationship with him, I suppose. It's just, you know, man, again, I don't want to go on a witch hunt on this dude or rally up the troops. I'm not like that, man. It is what it is. But when you start saying things that aren't true, and then you're like, oh yeah, and don't book him, you know, like, bro, I have a hard enough time finding a good fit, you know, because what we do is very unique with musicians or with film. And then you go around telling people your version of events, like if they didn't know you and that you were kind of a weird dude to begin with. And I don't mean that derogatorily. Hell, I'm a weird dude, you know, but somebody buy into that shit and fucking start hurting everything that we do, man. Like, fuck, man.
On the one hand, I don't like wasting the court's time by suing people for no reason.
Oh yeah, no
but
reason.
At the same time, I mean, I live in America. We could basically sue whoever we want for doing whatever.
So may as well just make up lies.
Take it or leave it. I mean, you know.
All right.
I mean that, you know, I think there's a lesson to be learned from.
Are you guys ready for the creepiest part of the whole fucking video? You've sat this long. What's another couple minutes? Watch this.
Never meet your heroes. Never meet your heroes.
Well, there is something to be said about that.
Like I said, I don't like doing this type of content.
No, I can tell. 30 minutes. He hated it.
Yeah.
Somebody had the balloon to his head.
Well, peace out. Y'all have a good night.
There you go. Wait for it.
To me. And yeah, that's it. I'd like to thank you guys. I love you. And good night.
Oh, yeah. Let's get that kiss, man. Let's blow that kiss. Let's see it again in case anybody missed it. Men, women, them, they, every fucking body, man.
Yeah, that's it. I'd like to thank you guys. I love you. And good night.
Well, he fucking loves us, man. And that means so much. Guys, I'm going to play the trailer again real quick just for anybody that hadn't seen it, because obviously I am shamelessly fucking pushing our film that's on Tubi that we're so grateful for. You can watch it for free. Please do, man. It really helps a lot. The activity that it gets, it dictates what occurs in the future, and we have a whole series of feature films coming out. We're not done. I do have something else that I want to show you guys about the Clowny Fan Art Festival, where I'm giving away $100 of my own hard hyped money to fucking on Monday. But real
Hard
quick,
Life and
run the
Times
trailer
of
again.
Clowny, an independent feature film made with a $0 budget entirely on cell phones about the real-life exploits of the world's only bona fide clown, Clowny. As seen on Clowny.net, ABC, worldwide news coverage, the Mediation Files, Arthur Steinbeck films, and more. The real-life story of Clowny has finally been told. After being indefinitely suspended from the Clown Association, clowns discriminated against, subjected to cancel culture, publicly humiliated and ostracized, Clowny navigates the challenges of life on his own terms, pushing forward until forward pushes back. In today's judgmental world, everyone needs someone to believe in and something to stand for. Clowny may not be the hype clown we asked for. He may not be the hype clown we expected. He may not even be the hype clown we deserve, but he's the hype clown we need. See the film, which has been submitted to over 60 film festivals without selection, banned in 3 countries, and the subject of civil action in Valverde. The long-awaited Clowny story is now told. www.clowny.net for details, or find Clowny on YouTube. Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. Ages 18 and up.
You guys, real quick, check this out, man. This is really cool, man. This is the Clowny Fan Art Festival. If anybody got another entry and they got it in today, we'll throw it in there for Monday. But starting Monday, there's going to be a bunch of videos come out of all the different submissions. They're all going to be shorts and on my channel. And all you got to do is go under there and comment the word winner under who you think should get the $100. I have no say in who wins, loses, second place, none of that. Second place is the first loser. You know, there's $100 going to whoever gets the most comments. As far as that say winner, you can only vote once. But man, some of the stuff that you guys made is just so awesome, man, and it means the world to us. And we're going to use a lot of it in our films, the way that we integrate art, music, and animation into our live stuff. So please, you guys, make a note to pay attention to it. That's not all of them, but that's a good handful of them, man. Just randomly picked, and there was some really awesome stuff that came in. It was very diverse, man, and I'm glad I'm not in a position to pick a winner, but it was really cool, and I'm so grateful for everybody that submitted their fan art and busted their ass to make it happen, man. It means a lot, and I appreciate you guys being here, man, and coming in today. And if anybody wants to come up on the panel and talk some shit, and if you can tell me how to bring your ass up on the panel for StreamYard, we'll hang out for a while or watch some more videos or what the fuck ever, man. I'm just grateful for you guys being here, man. And I'm interested to hear anybody's opinions of what they saw, man. I really, really would like to hear any feedback because, like I said, I don't normally go out there and put out the footage from our live events. And if we do, it's very conveniently short clips that don't reveal a whole heck of a lot so that there's still a desire for you to want to come to the live show, you know. But in the meantime, man, I can't thank you guys enough, man, really. And I hope that if anybody did, he doesn't have a big social media audience, and I'm not trying to stifle that either. Matter of fact, I even posted the link to the video. Hey, you guys, Eric Hogarth is in the chat, man. 40 ounce, my dog. and he has some awesome fucking music. There's a song that I'm just so biasly in love with that we used in one of our upcoming features that has not been released yet. We used another one in the background. Probably wouldn't recognize it unless you knew what it was, of the first episode that's out. But there's another one. I really love this song. And because 40, you might have seen him. He's went viral a bunch of times on different shit on World Star Hip Hop and TikTok and different shit as being he's a battle rapper. He's a fucking goes into some goddamn heated ass fucking places and gets in some hardcore fucking old school rap battles face to face in the fucking trenches up in Kentucky. And he is the shit, man. And I'm really grateful for him and proud to be, you know, affiliated with him and grateful for him allowing us to use his shit. So I want to play his shit right quick. And if his name's Eric Hogarth, please, you guys, show him some love. 40, I'm about to try to give you a wrench up in this bitch. 40's about like me, man. He is not tech savvy. Like, you know, he's my age, dude, and we didn't grow up with fucking computers, and it's a challenge for us learning. But I'm about to try to wrench that motherfucker where he can start dropping any links that he's got. Hold on a minute, guys. That chat's just going bum, 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 running. And I'm sorry that I'm remedial on this shit and trying to figure out how to get it to where 40 can drop his fucking links. And apparently that shit's going to take a good minute. Let me see, where the fuck is he at? Damn, Eric Hogarth is who it is right there. Boom. Hold up now, 40. I got you, dog. He may not know what the fuck to do with it once he gets it, like I usually don't. But, all right, 40, I just made you a moderator, which means you can drop your fucking links in that chat. And you guys, please show 40 some love right quick. I'm going to play the song that I love of his that we use. It's just perfect for some clowny shit. And you guys haven't really heard it too much probably as far as related to our shit, but it's one that I'm very preferential to. There's no video for it yet. That's coming at some point. I'm sure we're going to make the trip up to Kentucky. I wish 40 was still battle rapping so we could fucking do the damn thing together. I'm trying to bring him back out of retirement, man, because that motherfucker is lit, dude. I can't speak enough about fucking motherfucking 40, man. 40, drop your links in the motherfucking shit, bro. And let these motherfuckers sub you up, dog, because they are very supportive. Everybody here's a good motherfucker. And I know pretty much all you guys there. Ronald Knowles, what's up? That's another one of my dogs from way the fuck back. But I'm going to play this shit. And if anybody wants to come up on the panel, just put it in the chat. Tell me how to do it. We'll talk some shit. And I'm about to play. This is Hey Bro. This is from motherfucking 40 ounce, man. And you guys, if you saw him, if you saw the video that I wish I could find to him motherfucking dressed up as a cop because he was a law enforcement officer. Don't hold that against him now. That fucking he was on the streets freestyling like a motherfucker, dude, up in motherfuckers' faces. That's the shit that went viral that kind of put him on the map when it did on World Star Hip Hop. But this is 40 right here, man.
Hey bro, I'm just an average guy, but a stubborn motherfucker till the day that I die. I said, hey bro, I can't dance for shit. Got no sense of style, but I like to get lit. I said, hey bro, I'm just an average guy, but a stubborn motherfucker till the day that I die. I said, hey bro, I can't dance for shit. I got no sense of style, but I like to get lit. Yeah, people think I'm silly cause I smack hoes, call them fatsos. If I'm riding on 22s, no, I like those. Does it make me a pimp if I like to fuck fat hoes? Well, I guess so. 7 espresso, fucking feed them, tell them need them, honey, let's go. You ever seen the pimp's last gangster dog Corleo? In case you didn't know, I'll be your buddy though. As soon as you turn your back, I'll get nutty, yo. I'll be your neighbor across the street saying, good morning, bro. I make her remember my name, they call me 40-0. That's 40 ounce, the neighborhood psychopath. I want you to feel my wrath. That made me bust my gat. I whipped out the blade and smacked a girl right on her ass. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but it's just shit retarded. It's time I get started. I had to start this shit over because I just farted. Yeah. Hey, bro, I'm just an average guy, but a stubborn motherfucker till the day that I die. I said, hey, bro, I can't dance for shit. Got no sense of style, but I like to get lit. I said, hey, bro, I'm just an average guy, but a stubborn motherfucker till the day that I die. I said, hey, bro, I can't dance for shit. I got no sense of style, but I like to get lit. See, I can't talk about it. It puts me in a rage, like wanting to be alone, but being on center stage. Anger and frustration is the reason I'm always fired. I lost my job at Burger King, but then I got rehired. Took this as I was ordered, he was a rude, scandalous prick. I told him, have it your way. I slapped him with my dick. There's only so much I could take with others built up rage. How can it be so pleasant when you're only at minimum wage? It's a stage in my life I've realized why I'm here. Proven fat ass rapper who drinks a lot of beer. How can it be so sincere with no shit to show for? I thought I had ADD, I couldn't play Connect 4. Hey, bro, I'm just an average guy, but a stubborn motherfucker till the day that I die. Hey, bro, I can't dance for shit. Got no sense of style, but I like to get lit. I said, hey, bro, I'm just an average guy, but a stubborn motherfucker till the day that I die. I said, hey, bro, I can't dance for shit. I got no sense of style, but I like to get lit. If I had a rap name, you can call me Tons of Fun. I can't see past my stomach because I ate those honey buns. 300 pounds later, take it for what it's worth. I threw the pancake across my plate and ate Miss Buttersworth. Live with a bunch of slobs, just a product of my raising. Roll my fat ass on the block, this is what I'm chasing. Now I see what I'm facing. Never met her though, I could be a fucking juggalo. Played a long time ago. I like my brother, he always makes me laugh. You wanna know how fat I am? I can't even wipe my ass. But my homie put me down and this goes to this grab. I guess he felt bad cause he said I rap like crap. What? Hey bro, I'm just an average guy, but a stubborn motherfucker till the day that I die. I said, hey bro, I can't dance for shit. Got no sense of style, but I like to get lit. I said, hey bro, I'm just an average guy, but a stubborn motherfucker till the day that I die. I said, hey bro, I can't dance for shit. I got no sense of style, but I like to get lit. Yeah. Hey bro. Hey bro. Hey bro. Hey bro.
And there it is, man. That is 40 ounce live in the motherfucking house, man. If I'd have known his ass was coming, or if I knew how to find him quickly, I would pull up some of these links on these fucking battle rap shit to where that motherfucker's no fear, no limit soldier, bro, holding it down. Only white boy up in that bitch in some fucking scary looking places, bringing the motherfucking heat, man. I love him, man. He is a fucking ruthless motherfucker who Lion Ryan brought him to the table, man. And it's one of those things. It's like, again, man, it's just the only thing is just you guys all being with Clowny. And then when I say that, I don't mean just Clowny. I mean everybody that fucks with Clowny. And that's a part of what we do, man, because I'm not a filmmaker. It would never, I'm definitely not a musician. I'm not an editor, a video, an influencer, none of that shit. None of it would ever happen without all of you guys being out there, man. So I appreciate the love that you guys show to guys like 40 and Cruisant, Fee, River City Sound System, all this stuff, man. It's awesome, man, and it really means a lot. And I'm always very supportive of any of you guys' shit, man, back. So feel free to just drop links if you have the ability. If you don't and you need to, tell me. I think I figured out how to wrench a motherfucker up in here, but I don't generally always whoop whoop. That's it, Angelo. Whoop whoop. Look, Angelo is, like I said, Little Aaron's better half, and she did the music for Clownvis. Clownvis is pretty dope motherfucker. I mean, he's different. You know, he's different than me. I'm different than all of them, I like to think. But so, you know, it's a difference in when people get together on whether it meshes or not. And sometimes you get two people that are great at what they do, but they don't mesh well together. So I say that just because Clownvis ain't up there talking about fuck, shit, motherfucker, and drinking and smoking. Clownvis is pretty straight up. You know what I mean? He's a pretty legit dude, and he walks the line. But Little Aaron did his music for him. He's pretty big with ICP up in that bitch. He hosts the Gathering of the Juggalos with Violent J, Shaggy Two Dope. He's very relevant over there. And the fact that little Aaron is very relevant in what he does and is now involved with us lately, man, it just means the world, man. It really does. And yeah, like Angelo just said in the chat, we were made by our watchers, Clowny. Clownvis is a real decent clown. Yeah, he is. What are you trying to say? I'm not a decent clown, man. No, I never professed to be a decent fucking clown or a juggalo or anything else, man. I'm the world's only bona fide motherfucking hype clown. And you heard it here and you heard it now and you're going to hear it again. And I'm sorry if it gets old, if you get tired of listening to it, but shit, man, I ain't got much more. You know, that's about all I got, guys. So, you know, I got to work with what I got here, but look at Angelo. I love you too, bro. That reminds me back in the day, Angelo, I know you're an old motherfucker like me. Remember Primus back in the day? Remember their shit was Primus sucks, Primus sucks, Primus sucks at their own fucking concerts and shit, you know? It was all cool, you know, and that was how they did it, man. But all you guys, I apologize that I've not been real attentive in the live chat to be able to drop everybody's name and shit, man. But all of y'all, I don't think I saw a single name of anybody that I didn't previously know, or at least had communicated with to some degree. So all you guys, man, I really appreciate you for being here, man, on this whole live drama shit, you know, that I wasn't trying to mudsling on this motherfucker, but I could, just like he could and will and did and whatever, and the next one would too. But that shit don't get nobody nowhere as far as I see it. I know that some people make it the basis of their content, and it's cool. I'm cool with those people. I fuck with some of those people, and I laugh at some of that shit. But I just don't. Yeah, Angelo, I could have used a lot of fucking help with StreamYard, bro. I could have brought your motherfucking ass up on the panel. Damn it. Now you tell me, look at this, boy, better late than never, right? You know, but you guys, man, I really appreciate you. And I could sit here and just tell jokes and talk shit and cuss and drink and smoke for the rest of the day. But I'm sure y'all got more important shit to do. I know that later on today, you guys, I'm going to drop a link, actually. There's two of these drama communities that I do fuck with. And I am the certified, bona fide, official hype clown for two of them. And one of them is the Circus and Side Chat with Miss Tara and Mr. Stitches, who have done a whole lot for Clowny, man. I cannot fucking say enough about the shit that they've done to help me out and support me. And it's awesome because they don't do what I do. And you know, I don't do what they do. Look, 40 is teasing the fucking chat, talking about a motherfucking song called Clowny coming up. I don't know anything about it. This is the first I fucking heard of it. So I am whoever Dream Chasers Training is, shout out to them. Don't know who that is, but 40's saying that there's a song called Clowny coming that I can't wait because I know it'll be downright fucking clowntastic, and we will push the fuck out of it whether we use your music or don't use your music, which of course we're going to use 40 shit. But look, I just dropped a link to the Circus and Side Chat. They're going to go live later this afternoon. It's very different. They go every Sunday on a schedule. It's very different than what we do here, or what we did today. At least this ain't something I've ever really done before, but you may find interest in that. And also they are just a good group of people that are very supportive of those of us out here that are just trying to do our thing and have fun. Now the next one that I'm going to drop is all right, Jazzy, I love you, baby. I'm not asking, I'm telling. Bye, Jazzy. I love you. Hey, happy wife, happy life, right? Y'all seen that, how that shit goes down up in here. What's up, Carlos? But I'm dropping another. What's up, Curse Mama? Love you too, baby. Love all you guys. I dropped another link to the Malice Black, and she is actually based out of New Zealand, I believe. But they have a huge community that a lot of the people here have came over And they've done, again, so much to help Clowny. And it's interesting how I got hooked up with them is that somebody asked me to like go make a video attacking them and all this bullshit. And I don't even know these fucking people. And it's like I'm some hired gun to just, I don't know, get the wrong idea and not read the room and think that I'm just going to go in there and start making videos fucking shaming and cyberbullying people. And dude, all the shit that I put up with on the receiving end of that, not just on the internet in real life, man. No, that ain't my bag, man. I don't care, you know, but it was interesting. Yes, that person, Emma. It was interesting how that played out because it did put me in contact with those people in that entire community that I discovered, which I had no idea existed. And it's pretty big for the BOYT, they call it, bottom of YouTube. And they have been super supportive, man. And Pretty Little Lies and Emma 666, Little Link, you know, a lot, Soul Blossom, a lot of these that are in here now have been very instrumental in helping Clowny figure shit out, man. So I do really appreciate them as well. And man, I'm their official motherfucking hype clown, man. Them and the Circus in the Side Chat. And there's another guy, Steve, in that same BOYT, bottom of YouTube. There's another guy by the name of Steve Billings, who is a really awesome guy, man. And he runs a pretty big panel. They go live regularly. I'm going to post a link to his shit too. And it's all the same stuff, man. It's all in this drama community of YouTube, which I had no idea even fucking existed or was a thing. Like I said, it's not really my go-to shit, but I do have some really awesome friends over there that are very supportive of what we do. And man, they've done a ton to help me. So I'm dropping the link for Mr. Steve Billings at the Asylum, man. That guy, he's got a perfect radio voice. I got to get him on some Clowny shit, man, because he's got the greatest. What about Clowny's nerd friend? That's Seymour, man. Me and Seymour started off rocky, and everybody loves Seymour. And when I did the Clown Art Festival, thank you, Soul Blossom. When I did the Clown Art Festival, the deal was you either do Clowny fan art or fan art of anybody that was in Clowny's crew, man. And I was really, really hoping that somebody was going to do some fan art of fucking Seymour, okay? Because Seymour is the shit. And unfortunately, nobody got the memo. They made it all about Clowny, make Clowny art, you know, which is awesome, cool, thank you. But Clowny's Clowny, man, ain't going nowhere. And to me, it's more important and more about those who support Clowny. And I'm just a dude with some makeup on the face doing my thing. You know, I can't do it alone. There wouldn't be much to talk about or play around with. So guys like Seymour and, of course, Jazzy, you know, I'm contractually obligated to fucking plug her, you know, put her shit out there. But everybody else, the Butler, Cherry, I could go down a long list of many others that are in our crew and just mean the world to me. So, and you guys too, man, on that list, you know, everybody that showed up today to listen to this. And I'm sorry for the traumatizing 30 minutes and my closing monologues turning into even longer and more boring. So I'm going to cut it there, man. But you guys, again, I love you. And I can't thank you enough for everything that you guys have done and continue to do. And I'm sure always will do to help Clowny out. But pay attention because the Clowny Bigfoot is coming. It's going to be dropped at the end of the month on YouTube. You can watch that shit for free. But more importantly, go to the motherfucking Tubi, man, if you haven't done that. And please write that shit, man, or watch that shit. And if you really, really, really want to show some love that means way more than watching that film, I mean, I want you to watch it, but go write a review of that shit, man. Write a review for it. That helps us out immensely, man. People don't realize just how big that is and what that does for us, but it does. So you guys, with that being said, man, I'm going to close this thing out. And I love you guys, all of you, man. And I can't wait to see you. Emma, awesome. Thank you, man. Angelo, love you, bro. Angelo, please, I saw you posted a link that I was unaware of. Can you make sure that I get it on Instagram or email me, any of you guys? Clowny6868. I'll owe you one at gmail.com. What's up, Nikki from the circus, man? There's from the circus aside chat, like I was just talking about. The Cursed Mama. Love you too, man. I always try to take care of myself with you guys, man. So, guys, thank you again. And sayonara, man. I'm going to close this thing out, man. Thank you. Love y'all.